So hello people and welcome to the Organised podcast. I am your host Kevin Smith and I am here with Christian Broderick and Sean Reidy.
Hello. As always.
Yo, Kevin, we should start with me opening because they're most likely here for my most popular video, that compilation of Sonic things I made.
What's it at now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check.
As of recording.
No one watches our videos.
Everyone
has seen that.
As of recording, at age 16, 147.
That is nearly 15 times our next biggest video.
Oh.
I think it
Wonderful.
Is it?
Maybe.
Let me check.
So, yeah. Christian, do you like Mega Man?
I like to say I played
Well,
on it.
bad fucking luck.
Guys, our most popular videos in order, the top 5 are Ask Sonic, then the theme song at 28, Cory in the House at the first one at 8.
Which part?
Nikishka's, the first ever podcast at 22, and then 27. Cancel. I think the reason 27 is
because
probably,
they thought we were rating.
Yeah, because it's titled "Cancel the Podcast."
We unfortunately did not, and we are still here, much to the malign of the entirety of society.
So I would like to make an open.
Speaking of things that are a blight on society. No, I'm not talking about Brexit. I'm talking about Mighty Number 9.
I would like to first mention
the only thing that crashed. The only thing this week that crashed harder than the pound.
Wii U. You see, the Wii U is the car, and Mighty Number 9 is the drunken driver. They get them both together.
and then they drive into a fridge freezer. Because turns out the bricking thing was a rumor that we all believed because the game was so bad. And it's actually just hard locking, which is something a lot of Wii U games do for whatever reason.
Totally.
Yeah, it's great. You have to plug it out and be like, well, that's fucked. It's not fucked, though. Yeah, so what we've really learned is that Wii U owners don't know what bricking means. Kevin doesn't.
It's like, holy fuck, what is this crashing thing?
What?
Kevin didn't know. You didn't know what bricking meant.
No, I did.
You were wrong about what it meant. You thought it just meant crashing, but it means total...
No, I knew what it meant, but I just didn't want to believe that, Mighty Number 9 is so bad.
The rest of us wanted to believe, and we were wrong.
I still believe that it happened at least once.
Maybe. I mean, it still did have, a load of fucking texture glitches and backer codes not working.
Yeah,
and a delay. A delay literally hours after it was meant to come out. So, yeah, that was not very good. I don't want to be, an armchair financial advisor, but it's probably not a good thing for concept, is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, not at all.
I mean, I guess they're glad they have funding for Red Ash. That could get pulled.
Oh, it probably will.
Well, it's a Chinese company. They have money to throw around, don't they? And the Red Ash anime, definitely dead.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember that getting funded, and that's fucked.
I should, before we continue, I should mention here a message to all our new viewers thanks to my Sonic vid. Welcome, and of course, goodbye.
Speaking of...
Hold on,
welcome
on the
goodbye.
17th, hold on. Hold on, there was an update on the Red Ash anime page.
When?
It's on the 17th of June. It said, "We are excited to start production."
Fuck. I mean, they seem to do decent enough work. I mean, from the thing that I've been playing, which is quite good, but we'll get to that. What else was there? Umbrella Corps, which was Capcom's other fuck-up, which was more direct. Mighty Number 9 is only Capcom's fuck-up in a very indirect way, but Umbrella Corps is directly their fault. So basically, they put it out as sort of a follow-up to Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, you know, everyone's favorite Resident Evil game. Yeah. Which is like this weird action game, and like it has a sprint, and you can aim and move at the same time, which are like two cardinal sins against the Resident Evil formula. And basically, they was like, "Hey, Resident Evil fans, do you want a multiplayer shooter?"
Well,
and they all said no, and the game was dead within hours of launch.
well, come on, like, Resident Evil's done that a bunch of times already, like fucking Resident Evil Survivor. Who asked for that?
But like, that's a shitty spin-off. That doesn't require people to play it to exist. Speaking of people being required to play things to exist, the Devil's Third servers are shutting down in December, meaning it will be about a year you will be able to play Devil's Third online, which, I mean, if you're still playing Devil's Third online, I feel pretty sorry for you.
Undoubtedly.
And even worse, because the servers are going to shut down.
It didn't have a good life.
It really didn't.
No, it was popular for about a week, and then
no, it wasn't.
But it was popular in the way that like people were talking about it in the way that
People
like
were shitting on it.
were talking about how shit it was, and then
People were talking about like Itagaki has lost his fucking mind.
Yeah,
but
like,
then again, this is the man who was in charge of the Dead or Alive series for several years.
And then it faded into like obscurity. Like for example, I had to look up what it was, and then
Really?
and then quickly remembered. Oh yeah, it was that one like really shit game I came out for you.
That annoys me because it's the sort of thing that appeals to me. And it appeals. I'd assume
really
it'll.
Shit game on the Wii U.
No, as in like a fucking a hard game with swords in them. That's all my favorite games.
Oh, you remember that part of Metal Gear Solid? Well, Metal Gear Solid 2 did that.
Yeah, I remember that part of several Metal Gear Solid games.
That had swords in them.
Yeah, I mean, okay, MGS1 doesn't have a sword in it. Is there a sword in MGS3?
So.
No.
No,
There's probably a fucking sword somewhere in Peace Walker. I mean, let's be reasonable.
The Assassin's Creed reference.
Yeah, that works. MGS4 has Raiden again. MGR, obviously. And MGS5 has Sahelanthropus' weird Bloodborne sword thing. That's maybe my favorite thing about Bloodborne, just that cane whip design. Like, that's fucking cool. Dude, I assume neither of you have any idea what I'm talking about, but it's a fucking cool design.
What did you
saw-
say? What did you say? Say that again.
Well, Bloodborne. In Bloodborne, there's this weapon. And in Bloodborne, all the weapons have two modes. And this one is a cane for its, like, short-range mode. And it's a whip for its long-range mode. It's really cool. And the animation's really satisfying for switching between them.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, Bloodborne is way better than Dark Souls, because fuck all of you. Now, what have you two...
I feel as though we've talked about this before, but what would you say to a Dark Soulsian game set in space?
I would say yes, as long as it was closer to Bloodborne than Dark Souls.
What's the difference?
Bloodborne is like Dark Souls May Cry.
Oh, that's fucking... Yeah, that's a good description.
Yeah. They take away shields.
Does Mr. Bloodborne say jackpot?
They make the dodge is way faster, and you have a gun. And like the gun isn't useful for combat. It's just there to serve a purpose. Because in DMC, it's just there to extend combos, and in
it doesn't do damage.
Yeah, and in Bloodborne, it's just there to stagger enemies. And also I like the setting way more. The setting appeals to me, and like obviously that doesn't count when we're talking about a space one. But to me, fucking diseased Victorian England is way cooler than fucking just it's a magic medieval land with knights, and there's a curse and dragons, and it's like great. That's in every other game. Good job, guys. It does have that Japanese thing. The thing that attracts me so much to Japanese things, where it's like it is a Japanese take on our culture.
Yeah,
because that's why I adore Metal Gear. That is why Metal Gear is my favorite fucking thing on this earth, because it is.
And I think that's like one of the major reasons that like One Punch Man is huge. Because it's a Japanese take on superheroes. And it's great.
Well, no, Japanese take on like Western comics, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, superhero comics. Like.
Yeah. And like at the same.
Yeah, and then I found another anime which is basically anime X-Men, and it's great.
And JoJo is also really Western inspired.
Yeah.
Like almost. It is. JoJo is just like all Western culture references.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop is really Western as well. It's it's Western in space.
To the point where I hear like sub diehards who are like Cowboy Bebop is better with dub.
Oh, it is. It's way better in dub.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer most things in dub, but maybe that's just because I'm a pampered little Atlas child. And but like the only case where I'm like, hey, I wish I could play that subbed is Metal Gear, just because I'm like, hey, I wonder how that'd be, you know? Because like, I have to imagine, like, Christian, you know that one part at the end of MGS5, where like a bit of the impact is lost by the voice acting change, and I feel like that would have been way cooler for Japanese people because of the same voice.
Wait, what exactly do you mean?
The mirror conversation.
Wait, how is that ruined by Kiefer Sutherland?
The fact that I'm saying that part would have been cooler if it was David Hayter's voice coming.
Oh yeah, like it would have been cooler if like he woke up as Kiefer Sutherland.
It would mean like that much more if it was coming out of David Hayter's mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like that twist was mixed. I think it would have been a lot less mixed if at least we get.
Well, no, because you can't really do MGS5 spoilers. You can't really do that because of Ground Zeroes, because you had Kiefer in Ground Zeroes, and if you'd had.
In that sense, I think you should have just had like David Hayter and Ground Zeroes, Kiefer.
Well, no, because that would have given away the twist. Like,
I don't know, he's been burned pretty bad. He wakes up with a more like fucking.
But I guess they did play around with is the way you remember Ground Zeroes the way it happened.
Well, come on, but like really, when you But
then that turns out to all be bullshit. So
yeah, but when you wake up,
turns out you were remembering the wrong time the second time, and you had it right the first time. So good job, guys.
Anyway, but like getting back to the thing, like there are
spoilers over. Mark that.
There are some
mark that, Kevin. I'm sorry. What? I'll put the annotation in, but just mark the time.
What's the point?
Fuck it.
Anyway, but yeah, like there's some stuff like JoJo in particular, like that I wouldn't want to watch in dub. Like I started to think that might have been one of the reasons I didn't like the first season. Because JoJo is just so over the top and so insane.
I've seen like
that you kind of need to watch it.
I will say that like JoJo, I've seen like one dubbed clip in comparison to a fucking 1,000 subbed ones, and like it does seem better. I'll be perfectly honest, because like it is just that sort of obscene Japanese people yelling type show. Like you need that.
And there's so much English in it.
Yeah, like there's enough that it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing, like, Sonic X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we all?
I did mention previously that like Sonic's Japanese voice actor was an English teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great view!
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave mine till the end because I feel like I'm gonna talk about this a lot. But what have you two been playing this week?
Persona.
Why?
Kevin,
Because-
what is a video game?
What?
What is a video game, Kevin?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Good question.
How have you managed to sustain being on a video game podcast for the past year?
No.
I wouldn't call it a video game
And you've played
podcast.
like 3 video games in the past year.
Not even. Okay, since the start of 4th year, what have I
You
played?
started Bravely Second.
I started Bravely Second. I started Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. What else? There's something else I know.
Have you played anything on your phone?
Hold on, my 3DS is right here.
Did you play any interesting demos?
Well, like considering how much we talk about film and comics, like I think we're
Yeah,
good.
but that's all Kevin's fault.
No, I think you would talk about film as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Rebirth, DC Rebirth is still fucking great, and yeah, it's steadily like it's a month in now, and it's still putting out great shit. So let's hope that continues into the second month. But it looks like it will.
Shit.
What?
I got. Well, this isn't a major catastrophe, but I just got 3 chest keys.
Yeah.
The chest that was locked is on the first floor. I have to walk all the way back down.
Those are, Kristen. Not every chest is like a must-have thing. It's like just go. You don't have to get every chest.
Really,
Yeah.
What if I do?
Okay. I swear, I will play. I will, if not finish,
A video.
I will play one of the video games I have this week. It's
Good.
between Bravely Second, Donkey Kong, or Professor Layton and Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah, they announced a new Professor Layton game with
All right, I'm going
a new
to-
protagonist.
I'm going to talk about that right now. People have been complaining about it looking too anime.
Oh
What
wait,
the
they've shown?
fuck
they've
is
shown
wrong
stuff?
with them? What?
Wait, they've shown stuff?
Yeah, well, they're showing concepts.
Yeah. Yeah,
It looks
Layton's always had a big like European-inspired anime thing.
Yeah, like
So like,
it's had its own anime cutscenes. Like
Yeah.
only a few characters look outside of Japanese.
yeah.
And now you're complaining?
That's another thing I like in Japanese stuff. Like other than just like stuff inspired by Western fiction, just stuff that is inspired by Europe in general is really cool. That's a lot of the reason I like Gravity Rush. I think because
Why
Gravity
don't
Rush
you play Final Fantasy?
Gravity Rush just takes place in fucking like Sky France. It's great.
Sky France.
Sky France.
Good.
It's and like that's why I feel like I'd be more willing to watch something like Lupin the Third rather than something like Sword Art.
No, but like Sword Art Online is shit. Like this is the biggest.
Yeah.
Even for anime, it's like the biggest pile of shit you could find.
Yeah. And it seems like a lot of it is just the casual Netflix crowd.
What,
Is that
Sword
it?
Art?
Yeah.
No, like Sword
But,
Art
like,
Online Sword Art Online would be great if you were a 13-year-old boy who loves video games. Because that's basically what it is. It's wish fulfillment for 13-year-old boys. It's this
who really like their sisters.
Yeah, like the first season, it's basically the main character is as bland as bread.
So is he like a JRPG protagonist?
Yeah, pretty much. He might as well be there's a great podcast I listen, or not podcast, but like analytical video by
Mother's Basement.
No, not Mother's Basement. A guy called Digibro who does tons of analytical stuff on anime, and he did an hour-long video on the first season alone.
I have seen that in my recommendations.
It's actually really good.
And in this uncharacteristic time of me talking about the things I like about anime, here comes the big one. For the past day, I've played 10 hours of Tokyo Mirage Sessions. It's really good. Because surprise, surprise, Atlas kind of know how to make a good JRPG. It's okay. So it does a lot of interesting things. So the crossover stuff is like barely anything. It is just an SMT game with like 6, 7 Fire Emblem characters in it. That's just it. And they're not even like the character. It's just a similar character with the same name. And yeah, it does. So it takes the typical SMT one more or press turn system and just simplifies that even more than Persona would in a really satisfying way. And like, okay, so it takes the typical weakness focus, and instead of just being like, and you get an extra turn, it instead makes it so that when you hit a weakness, other members of your party, they have a like passive attack that will trigger, and that will sort of go into a chain. So like you will say, you have an enemy that's weak to fire, and you use the fire, and then so you use the fire attack, and then one of your like party members has a move that follows up any weak fire attack with a sword attack, and then someone else has a move that follows up a sword attack with a wind attack, and it's just all presented so well, and it's satisfying, and yeah, it's an Atlas game.
Oh crap! Yeah, I just So yeah, sorry to interrupt your spiel on Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but somewhat news. For the blog, it'll probably be in video form first. I am starting a new quote show, a relatively shameless rip-off of Mother's Basement.
Oh.
He does what's in an OP, what's in a scene, what's in an ending.
Yeah.
I'm doing what's in a fight, or whatever. I'm probably going to change the title.
Yeah.
Basically going to be analyzing anime fights, because I love me some anime fights.
Oh. See, I always never pay attention to like a fight. It's just like, unless you're doing it really well, I just won't notice it. Which I suppose is just doing it well. But like, it's just like, hey, punches are happening. But that just could be a state of how like boring action is in film at the moment.
Yeah, as in it'll, it's gonna be like marketed as sort of like I'm analyzing the fight, but really it's gonna be sort of like analyzing the scene and the characters more than anything.
Okay, fine. Good job.
Let's see how well this goes.
Back to my stuff. And they also deal with progression in a really interesting way, because instead of the usual fusion system for SMT, and I think this is kind of similar to how they did it in Digital Devil Saga, but instead of switching your demon persona, whatever, it's mirages here, but they're all the same thing. Basically here, what you do instead of fusing them is you take like salvage from enemies you've killed, and you put that into new weapons, and the new weapons give new skill, they have their own leveling system. And
okay, I could be wrong, but doesn't Monster Hunter kind of work like that?
No.
You kill enemies, and you take the materials.
Well, no, but like you don't take the materials. It's just they drop them, and it's just
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's not. No, you will always have enough. It's not like you need to go looking for them. Well, at least 10 hours in, I've always had enough. I've never had to go looking for one once, and it's just, and yeah, each one has their own like leveling system, and the level goes up to about 5, and then you've mastered it, and you've gotten all the skills from that, and yeah, and you keep having to change up the weapon. And the weapon will give you new skills, and if you have duplicate skills, it will just make the skill stronger. And yeah, it's a really, I think it's a really good way to handle progression, and the story has not been too offensive so far.
Reidy.
Yeah.
What you're talking about right now is the exact same as Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, cool.
Like, you learn things from your weapons. That's like the only reason why you'd equip like weaker weapons.
Oh no, it like goes straight up. I did have to re-equip a weaker weapon because I accidentally switched it to the newer one before I maxed it out. But
see, that's just Final Fantasy IX. It's Final Fantasy IX.
Good, yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, the story isn't too offensive so far. I mean, I haven't done the
Are you serious?
I haven't done the cheeky is my wife side quest. It's a side quest, Kristen. You can just ignore it.
It exists as actual dialogue translated by the Treehouse crew.
Yeah. And for some reason they call Jack Frost Hee-Ho. And I remember in the Treehouse Live, they called him Hee-Ho, and I was like, is that a mistake? Is that good? And then, no, turns out they all think he's called Hee-Ho. So somehow an entire office of people whose job it is to translate things from Japanese didn't know Jack Frost's name. So, good job, Treehouse. You did good.
No, you didn't. You did bad, Treehouse, bad. Get the water bottle.
And another thing that I'm surprised with is that I kind of, in one case, I kind of see where the censorship, I won't buy crowd is coming from, because in the dungeon I'm in right now, it's
vaginal bones.
The vagina bones thing is still fucking dumb. Like, let's be honest.
I'm getting over it.
No one can argue that. But the dungeon I'm in right now is it's like this photographer's dungeon, and he's this creature, and it has like a bunch of pictures of models, and the models are all fully clothed. But I'm just thinking it would have been creepier if they were like it is in the Japanese version. And like I'm fine with it as it is. Like it does kind of bother me, but like not. It doesn't. I'm not angry, like some people clearly are. But you know. And speaking of the treehouse, these 5 guys are in a lot of trouble.
What 5 guys?
What? Oh, it's the Watergate. Then the Watergate joke.
Treehouse.
You didn't see nothing.
I heard.
Kevin, have you heard about this?
I heard about it.
What?
So basically, in Paper Mario, there's a Watergate joke.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
You know what Treehouse did? You know what Treehouse did?
They made a Watergate joke. That's it. And then, but
Treehouse.
of course,
Treehouse.
because apparently,
Treehouse.
what, they're allowed to make a Watergate joke. Except no, they're not. So, and then Zoe Quinn, who is, you know, sort of the whole Gamergate thing spun out of people just harassing her. And she tweeted a screenshot of this Watergate joke with, really, Nintendo, you're going to laugh at my suffering. So, I mean, come on. And like people are like, oh, Nintendo, don't do this. You can't make Gamergate jokes. It's like,
because they didn't make Gamergate jokes.
It's a Watergate joke, guys.
Guys, who's
And like all the
who's hating their microphone?
Might be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What are you talking?
Nothing.
Apologies there. Yeah, it was.
Imagine they do make a Gamergate joke. When do you think Nintendo will end up making a Gamergate joke?
Oh, actually, that reminds me of another nearly averted Nintendo controversy. In the middle of the Brexit shitstorm, Nintendo of Europe accidentally retweeted a Brexit tweet, and they unretweeted like seconds later. They accidentally unretweeted like seconds later. I managed to get a screen cap of it, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god, you did?
I did.
That's amazing.
Other people did too. And actually, I'm going to celebrate the release of Tokyo Mirage Sessions right now by checking in on the Crunchyroll Miiverse.
Oh my god.
So while I'm waiting for that to load, other thing, Mario and Sonic is apparently the best fucking game ever or whatever, because like it has a fully featured Mario and Sonic boxing game, and it has Wario gymnastics and Wario fucking the ribbon thing, whatever the ribbon thing is. To like 3D World music and Rooftop Run and
fucking unleashed music.
Yeah. It's good. I maybe regret buying Tokyo Mirage Sessions over that as much as I like it. So, let's hit the Miiverse. the most thriving community on the internet, full of interesting discussion. Like, why can't Metroid crawl?
Or this water looks great.
I would like a girlfriend. Are any of you available?
Well, he has a point with that one.
Crunchyroll Miiverse. Okay. Let's not. Someone yelling in French about JoJo.
What?
It's alright.
It's okay. It's good.
A lot of this is not in English, which is quite problematic for my idea. Someone is just writing the names of Persona songs.
Why?
Persona 4, the original, and Beauty of Destiny. Persona 4, the original this time. OP2, key plus words. And those are good songs. Good job.
You did right. You did good.
Why you torture me like this, Crunchyroll? In order to watch Ep 10 of Ace Attorney, you need to be premium. Yeah.
Or you could just use Cube.
When Trey...
I dropped the Ace Attorney anime.
We all have.
After it got good, or...
I watched like 3 episodes of it.
I heard it got good on like 4 or 5.
Of course, my luck. It would get good right after I dropped it.
It's done the first game's arc.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's done.
Well, yeah, that's because the first season is done.
When Trey traded the crest on Yuma, it looks like Yuma got orange streaks all over his body.
What?
This is just going to be out of context anime comments. Great. I'm cool with this. Wow, I love it. But
Yes,
no Pokemon or Sailor Moon English. What a ripoff. I love them both. I wish they would add them. Let's go. Wow, I love it. But no Pokemon or Sailor Moon English. What a ripoff. I love them both. I wish they would add them.
They're complete. Well, the new Sailor Moon is shit.
Being in SP Music Note feels like being in one big family, just like in the anime Fairy Tale. I care about everyone in SP Music Note. The SP Music Note members that don't feel that way don't know how much friendship is important. And this comes from SP Music Note Stacy. Sebastian asked, "How do I get One Piece on here? Someone please help me." Kevin.
Someone please help. Please help me.
I'll write him your comment. Oh no, let's just go into the comments. Let's see. One Piece isn't on Crunchyroll. Try using Kiss Anime. One Piece is bad anyway.
Oh no.
No, it's not. Evangelion is the best. That person is right.
No, it's
fuck,
not.
I exited the whole thing.
Evangelion isn't that good.
That is, shut up. I just see someone say Anime Farage.
Oh no.
No, Anime Frage.
I thought we weren't talking about Brexit.
I can talk about Farage without it being Brexit.
Can you?
Yes, I've talked about Farage for years, and I regret doing it now.
Have you ever gone on the Twitter account Why I'm Voting UKIP?
I have. Let's go through the SP Music Note girl. Oh no good comment. Well, oh no, one good comment. SP. It has SP in brackets followed by a Getty. Miiverse, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, there's someone acting out a choose your own adventure game. There's one guy who just says top 15 Dragon Ball Z game songs, and then he lists them for no reason. I'm about to do the weirdest thing ever on Miiverse. I'm gonna have a duel with my friend and tell you everything we do. Duel start. Dark Drone 1 draw. He's just transcripting his Yu-Gi-Oh game.
What?
Top 10 villains of antagonistic Dragon Ball. SAO is amazing.
No,
Kirito and Asuna are a great couple. I love it.
No, they're not.
Oh god. The fact that you have an opinion is horrible.
I miss the Nintendo Anime channel. Don't we all?
I miss the Nintendo channel.
Yeah, did they get rid of it?
I
There
think so.
wasn't one!
Now there's someone talking about Persona 4 Golden, so I'm gonna leave. I don't want to hear their opinion. Squid Girl Best.
What?
Squid.
Talking about Persona 5.
No more Naruto fillers. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
I get
God
that
came
one.
to us, boys.
I get that Naruto filler one because Naruto had like filler episodes for like years.
Yeah, well, at least it's not fucking Berserk.
Well, Berserk hasn't had an anime in years.
Well, the manga.
What's wrong with the manga?
They were on a boat for like 8 years. They wouldn't even have chapters some years.
Yeah, yo.
We're dying!
No, I've heard people describe it, and they're like, my life is in chapters. Pre-boat, boat, and now we're in post-boat. It's uncharted waters. Well, no, that was the boat. Let's carry on. I can't with Kill the Kill. OMG. XD.
Can relate.
Ooh. It's another SP Music Note lady. I've been watching a lot of anime on Crunchyroll lately, but I don't know what to watch next. Does anyone have any recommendations for me? Do you have any recommendations, Kevin?
My Hero Academia, really good.
It's hit the comment limit.
That's painful.
I wanted shit recommendations. I've seen people actually.
Why do you want to watch your shit anime?
I want them to watch a shit anime.
I've made it a list. I made it a list today because I got really bored.
Someone has a list here. The same guy who transcripted his Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, and he's just saying my favorite anime, and it's just the five Yu-Gi-Oh! Series.
Oh my god.
And 5Ds is at the top, followed by Zexal. How the hell?
So,
If you don't have Yu-Gi-Oh! Or GX at the top, then fuck off.
I made it a list today of like
it's one or the other.
of like anime that I think each of you like if on the off chance you wanted to watch an anime, one that like I would recommend to you specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. So
One guy's just wrote kawaii with a bunch of eyes.
For Kahal, I said Steins Gate. It is
Okay, I could see that. I know what Steins Gate.
It's a sci-fi time traveling thriller. It's very good.
Why not play the visual novel instead, though?
Cause shut up, it's anime. It's
Yeah, but it was originally a visual novel.
Yeah, I know.
And I know one guy who's like, anime is dog shit, and he likes it.
Really, for you, I said Cowboy Bebop.
Well, yeah, because it's really Western.
Yeah. And Christian, for you, I said Konosuba, which is basically like one dumb guy and like three cute girls, and they're like in a video game. So I thought you'd like that.
So you gave up with Christian, is what you're saying?
No, but it's actually supposed to be really good. I've only seen the first episode, but it's like a comedy.
The Yu-Gi-Oh guy is here again.
God.
My most powerful Yu-Gi-Oh cards. 5-headed dragon, Slife for the Sky Dragon, Winged Dragon of Ra. Guy like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. He likes Cyber End Dragon. Guy likes dragons. There's this one person who just keeps writing the names of OPs for things. Someone yelling about Naruto in French.
Someone said it's speaking
randomly
French to me
saying
yesterday.
Someone randomly saying they like Square Enix games.
well, that guy's must be a nice guy.
Christian, it was probably you.
The only time I went on Miiverse is to mock you.
The only time I go on Miiverse is to get my Nintendo coins. That much.
Okay, hello, and we're back. Sorry for the.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Returning you to the Organised Nonsense Anime podcast.
Yeah, my Skype and computer in total just decided to stop working. But we're
Fantastic.
Back now. So.
While Kevin was dying, we had a small discussion about.
While Kevin was dying, we laughed.
What is the only good anime, and why is it Kirby right back at you?
I actually remember Kirby right back at you.
Yeah, of course, because it's great.
There used to be a Kirby right back at you channel on the Wii.
I know there was. It used to be on TV.
Yeah, as well. That's what I thought.
On the really weird kids channels you get in the back end of Sky.
Yeah.
That show Dragon Ball at 6 a.m.
There's still a channel that shows reruns of Dragon Ball Z Kai. That's when I first got into Dragon Ball. Oh my god, there was 100 episodes of it. Jesus.
Rightfully so.
There needs to be 100 episodes of any anime before it dies.
And I hope they got it with a money-back guarantee.
Shut up.
Who made it? Okay, so directed, oh my god, Iwata worked on it.
Of course he did. Why would he not have?
It's the best anime.
No, but also because Iwata is linked with Iwata and Kirby is like Iwata and Sakurai's baby.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't think he'd.
And so is Smash.
Yeah, you know. But like I didn't think he'd work on the anime.
And I think he was freshly CEO at that time. So. Like, why
make an anime?
Like, I'm pretty sure Katsura. You know. Like, does Sakurai have any involvement? Because like he would have been.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Sakurai. He's not showing up.
Sakurai's precious baby Kirby. There's also those Kid Icarus anime things, like the pilot that they never ended up making. That probably would have been. Well, no, because I feel like a lot of the charm in Kid Icarus's writing comes from the localization. Because a lot of that
I've never played a Kid Icarus game, but I've seen like concept art of the weapons, and they look pretty cool.
Well, no, you have played a Kid Icarus game because you have Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, I mean, it's well, the Kid Icarus game.
Kid Icarus Uprising 2 is actually just Smash Run.
Oh, look, I made Jack Frost.
What?
I made Jack Frost. What?
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 No.
Oh, he's fucking hell.
He-ho.
That's why Christian's been so quiet. Because he's playing the good anime. Have you noticed that I call every anime I like the good anime?
Yeah. I have actually.
But P4 isn't anime, so it's fine.
What? Yeah, it is. It's a really shit anime.
It is, yeah. But P4 itself isn't anime. The P4 anime is anime, and it's the bad anime.
The one bad anime.
No, it's one of many, but it is the one. I don't think I would hate anime nearly as much as I do if not for the Persona 4 animation. And I don't think I would detest it if not for the golden animation. Because like the golden animation is just like it's 13 episodes in an OVA. And all of them are dog shit bar one episode. And like the OVA is just sort of like it's based, Christian, it's about that thing I was telling you earlier. The ending they added in Golden. Yeah, they made an OVA out of that. And it's just sort of really weird because I don't even think it's that much longer than a normal episode. And it doesn't really resolve much.
Or do anything.
And I just sort of released it with no fanfare. Like, you can see this. And it's like Marie's fucking walking around. It's like, I don't think you is okay. And then he does the thing. And then the ending happens.
Where everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Why didn't he make an episode about that?
No, they made an OVA. It was like a pre-order bonus for the DVDs.
Pre-order bonus. Okay, here. Watch everything go wrong.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, though?
Because you need to after all of that dog shit. No, the good shit about the golden anime. Music. That's it. music and showing me the Adachi social link because I can never fucking be bothered to do it. Because like it's really irregular.
That's kind of the point. You're not supposed to do it.
Yeah, but on your first go, you're not meant to do it.
Well, yeah, on your second go, you should do it because you just want to ruin everything.
Yeah, well, no, you can do it without getting that ending, Christian.
Oh.
Like,
sorry, I'm going through my
feed. It gives you the option for that ending.
Do I have Mirage?
Don't talk to me about mirages.
Maragi. Yeah, I can get rid of you, and then I'll make you, and you'll be all happy and shit.
Fucking. Shut up, Christian.
We'll be saying that when I finish.
I can't wait until Christian starts meeting fucking the enemies that have instant kill moves.
Isn't that the game in general?
No, the moves that are specifically instant kills.
Like Hama?
And Mudo.
Yeah,
you know the way that in P3 and P4 you have like a shitload of items that just void those?
Yeah.
Those don't exist in SMT.
That's painful.
Yeah. Actually, no, that has reminded me with maybe my biggest problem in TMS so far, and that is, in SMT traditionally, it is, all of its difficulty comes from how fair it is. Like, you and the AI are on a level playing field. You can wipe them out in one turn, they can wipe you out in one turn.
Yeah, that happened to me.
And the rules are constant through everything, through the bosses, through the random encounters, anything can kill you, pretty much. But then in TMS they decide, you know what, fuck that. And they just have the boss just decide to just take 2 turns.
Yeah,
fuck
like,
it.
I know,
do you know
I know a bunch of...
Reidy, how far did you get in X and Y?
I got to the Pokemon League.
Alright, so afterwards, there's a place you can go to,
to experience the entirety of the endgame content.
Oh yeah, to experience the entirety of the endgame content, there's a place where you can go called the Battle Maison. And like, they basically just cheat there.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone up against them and they've gotten off 3 protects in a row.
And
like, you're only supposed to be able to get 2. And that's even a rare occurrence.
Actually, as bad as the fucking 2-turn boss was, there is something much worse. And in Nocturne, there is one boss with the system is a little different in SMT. It's the press turn system, which is just if you hit a weakness, you get an extra turn added to your like current turns. So like it might not go to you, and you lose a turn if your attack misses or you hit a block. And so what this boss does is it has a move that gives it 2 extra turns.
It's like, it just says, fuck you, 2 extra turns, activate.
So he can just sit there fucking just like Megadolan, 2 turns, Megadolan, 2 turns, Megadolan, 2 turns. Fucking fun. Nocturne is fun, guys.
Oh, you didn't even play Nocturne, did you?
Fun game. I haven't yet, no, but I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm saying about this boss.
Well, yeah, because, like, well, that's just... It wouldn't be Atlas if they didn't do that. Like, even the original Persona had a boss that could take 2 turns.
No, but, like... that is at least, like, somewhat consistent, but, like, with the system, with how the system works. In TMS, it's, like, blatantly just like, no, that's not how the fucking system works. It's just like, fuck you. Because it's closer to the percent.
TMS, from what I heard, from what you're saying, the system is fair, but it's also very openly stacked in your favor.
Oh no, the enemies can do that too.
What, they can, like, every one of their party members attack you?
Yeah, the combo stuff, yeah, they can do that too.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, because you said the thing, your party members who aren't even in your party can attack.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm 10 hours in and I haven't been able to do that. I just know you can because I've seen it in gameplay videos. But like, it's I do just like in games. I just like I think it's a bad boss if it breaks the rules for the game and that is just it. If that is its whole reason. Unless there is, like, it breaks it in an interesting way, then fuck off.
That is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep's bosses in a nutshell, because...
Do they break it in an interesting way?
Oh, they both, like... Alright, here's Kingdom Hearts optional bosses always break it in an interesting way. Like, I'm not talking about Sephiroth, I'm talking about, like, shit like Terra from Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm talking about the Unknown from Kingdom Hearts 1. You know, they use the system for themselves, and it's up to you. Like I remember there's this one boss in Kingdom Hearts 1 where he locks your ability to do anything, and your commands turn into a slot machine where basically you have to hit...
That has reminded me that in Persona 2, there is an enemy that will just... There's an enemy that just... You get into the random encounter, they make one move and then leave, and that move entirely resets your progress. All of your leveling.
Wait, what?
So, yeah.
That's not... What?
Yeah.
That's...
So it's a dead game, basically.
Or just, like, load your... No, it resets your Persona progress.
That's...
Like, your leveling.
I would reset after that happens.
Or just load the last save.
Yeah, that's what I mean, reset. But, no, what I was meaning... No, Birth by Sleep, right?
I think that's the idea.
No, Birth by Sleep has this boss, right? Where... He can break the game in interesting ways, but he has like 5 different moves that breaks the game, and like all of his move selection is completely random. Like there's no order. He can do anything in any order he wants. So even if you're like level 99, if he does things, if you get a bad set of moves from him, you're dead. Like there's this one move that makes your commands fall on the floor and you have to pick them up, and then there's this other command that he can clone himself, and these clones have all of his moves, but 1 HP each. So if you get a bad setup of those type of moves where he takes your ability to heal, and the commands lock you in a chain that you can't get out of, that's cheap. Like, what are you supposed to do about that?
That does actually remind me that in Nier Automata, Nier 1 is like... It's a very clunky game with a good story. But like the one case of its gameplay where it does things well is the bosses. And yeah, since Platinum are making Nier Automata, a lot of the bosses did interesting things. With like a lot of the bosses go like into bullet hell territory. It's pretty cool. But apparently Platinum are like, we want to try see if we can have a boss affect the frame rate on purpose.
What?
Yeah. Which would be really cool if they have like a solid like 60 for the rest of the game, and the boss is like, I will slow you down, and it just fucking drops to 30.
Yeah, that seems like I remember playing what boss was it? But I remember during that fight, the boss did something that slowed the game down, but it didn't seem like it was like. It felt like more like it was so awesome that happened.
No, they're thinking about like fucking with the frame rate, like on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Which is cool to me.
Yeah, if they do that right, it seems like it could be really weird. But they'd have to like because unless they make it like.
I know we're just coming off of Turtles, but it is Platinum. It is Platinum. We're just coming off Turtles and Star Fox, but it is Platinum.
Well, the Star Fox they're pulled to be shit. Oh my god! Oh, guys! I think so. Are we still recording? Are we still recording?
Yeah, of course we are.
Alright, look at this, please. This will please the Sonic fans. This is amazing. No, this is actually real. This isn't a troll.
Sonic.
Okay,
Christian,
but
stop sending these mobile Twitter links.
No, look, it's my OC. He was Concept Shadow.
Oh dear.
That's what it was meant to look like.
Why does he have a Knuckles face?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. And Big's one is even better. You should see it. I need to go find it.
What was I saying? Fuck, you made me forget what I was saying.
Frame rate.
I was saying that Star Fox got a bad hand.
Yeah, well, that's because, like, Platinum were told to make it shit. Miyamoto was all like, okay,
Should
fuck
we just
this?
put Miyamoto in the old folks' home?
Yeah.
I mean, after Sticker Star.
Stop him
After
from making
Sticker
Cobra
Star.
Splash.
I mean, No, I don't blame him for Color Splash. I think Color Splash is just them continuing on. But he is squarely to blame for Sticker Star. And, Color Splash, at least they're trying to right the wrongs, kind of. Because individual battles still don't matter, but at least they're not just going with... At least they're making unique characters, kind of. What else? Yeah, but I think in summary on my thoughts of TMS, I think so far in the year, halfway through, I think second favorite game I've played, maybe third, depends on whether I rank it above Ratchet.
This year.
Second or third, depending on how I rank it against Ratchet. I don't know. I'll see. And I think it could... Gravity Rush Remastered, which is just a placeholder for Gravity Rush 2.
Yeah, Christian, I'm looking at Big's concept art.
He looks like fucking spaghetti smoothie.
And what was I saying? Yeah, I think it could probably be the JRPG of the year. I mean, just the RPG of the year. Because, I like the 10 hours I've played way more than what I've played of Episode Duske and the Platinum demo. And what other competition does it really have? I mean, everything else moved off to 2017. Nier moved off to early 2017. Persona moved off to early 2017. Well, I'm not that big into Mass Effect, but that could have had an effect against it. That's moved off. Yeah, it's just sort of got a free opening. You two still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we wrap up?
Yeah.
So thank you, people, for tuning in for another week. Thank you again. Thank you as well if you just came here from Crispian's video.
Yeah. Don't whatever you do. Don't actually call this the anime special because
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna.
No, but because we have people on the channel. Why did I have to do this on the day people are on the channel?
Yeah.
Well, you know the password, Reidy. You can change it back.
I've forgotten.
Don't tell him that.
I've forgotten the password.
Good.
All right, I'll tell him. Fucking.
Great.
Don't tell him now. We're still recording. You don't.
I'm not gonna
I'm
do it.
typing in Skype, you idiot.
I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. No, I mean, why have I done this on the day people are here?
Yeah. Hold on. Did we get any new subscribers?
No, not yet. Not last I checked. But have you ever subbed to a channel over seeing a fucking compilation video?
No, but there's a chance. I can dream. Really.
I actually have over Giant Bomb Premium because I can't afford Giant Bomb Premium. It's €50 a year. It's probably totally worth that.
156
yeah.
views.
Giant Bomb Premium is probably totally worth it, but I just can't afford it right now, so just gotta fucking look at compilations of shit from the good people who give them money.
So once again, goodbye, people.
Yep.
Here I come, rougher than Knuckles, the best of them, tougher than Knuckles. They call me Knuckles.
You cut that off, right?
No, I got it.
Cut that off in post.